Hello everyone and welcome to this video where today I'm going to be filming my 19-week pregnancy update. So as always, if you see me looking down, I have got my notebook here in front of me with all the information I've taken down from this week. So firstly, at the start of the week, I did actually receive a phone call with the results from my fetal DNA test that I had last week, and that was just to find out if the baby had the same blood group as me or not, as I am rhesus negative. The results came back that the baby actually does have a different blood type to me, so the baby is a positive blood type, which just means that I'm going to need to have an anti-D injection at 28 weeks pregnant. And also I just need to monitor for any knocks to my stomach or any bleeding. They said if any of those things happen, then I'd need to phone the triage line and probably need to receive the anti-D injection a little bit sooner. So I'll move on and talk about some symptoms that have stayed the same for me during the week. So the first thing is stretching down the sides of my stomach. I'm still feeling this pretty much every day, especially after eating or having a bigger meal. And the further on I go through the day, the worse stretching gets. It's usually only uncomfortable soon after having a meal, and then it kind of settles down a little bit after that, so it's not been too bad. I have still been getting up during the night as I'm needing a wee, so I'm not sure if that's going to change now. I think I had a little period in between finding out I was pregnant and now where I wasn't having to wake up in the night, but I think just where I could feel the baby pushing on my bladder a bit more, I think that's going to continue now. I have found that I've had a lot of hormonal acne breakouts again this week. It's been quite bad. I've been getting lots of different breakouts all across the lower part of my face where I usually get them. However, I have found that my mood has been overall positive this week, so that is good, that my hormones haven't been affecting my mood too much. I have still been feeling a bit constipated as well. I've mentioned this a few weeks on and off now. But yeah, I do eat lots of fruit and veg in my diet and a high fibre diet, but I think unfortunately that is just one of the symptoms that not a lot of people talk about in pregnancy. So I have mentioned on previous weeks that I've woken up in the night and had a really painful cramp in my calf. This has happened on a couple of occasions now. However, I have noticed in the night, if I'm waking up and then stretching out slightly, that I'm almost getting cramp in other parts of my body. I think I nearly had it in my arm or shoulder the other day. And yeah, just a couple of things like that. It's not gone into a full-on cramp, but I could feel it going that way, so I quickly stopped stretching and moving so it didn't turn into a cramp. So with the baby's movements, I can feel the baby moving pretty much most days now. I wouldn't say it's still regularly following a pattern of awake times and things yet, as it's obviously still quite early. However, I'm definitely feeling movement most days. So originally when I first started to feel a couple of movements, it always used to be on my right hand side. However, this week I have also been able to feel it on my left hand side, and I've also been feeling it at the same time on both sides. So obviously as the baby's getting bigger, I can feel it on both parts of my stomach now, which is lovely. The other good thing about this week is I've had absolutely no headaches, which is amazing. As I've mentioned the last couple of weeks prior to this week and last week, that I've been getting headaches that were lasting 2 or 3 days. But fingers crossed, that seems to have stopped now, which is amazing. So one body change that I have noticed on the outside this week is that I can almost see my belly button starting to pop out now. It's not fully out, it's not all the way out yet, but it's just kind of the half of the top bit is poking out, is getting there. It's been like this a couple of weeks now, so I don't think it's going to be long before it pops out fully. I have actually got my belly button pierced as well. So a few weeks ago I did switch to a pregnancy belly bar, and it's just kind of a bendy one. I just picked it up off Amazon, as I tried a few different piercing shops such as Claire's and other just piercing and tattoo shops, and they didn't actually stock any pregnancy bars, which I found really interesting. I thought they would have that in stock, but they didn't, so I just ended up ordering one on Amazon in the end. That seems to have worked perfectly fine for me. It's obviously not the best quality as it's like plastic and bendy, but the weeks that I've been wearing it, I've had no problems with it. And a little gestational diabetes update for this week. I seem to have settled into what I can and can't eat now. I've had pretty much all my readings have been in Target this week, which is excellent. So yeah, as I've said previously, I'm sticking to the same kind of foods for breakfast. Most days I have the same kind of foods at lunch, and then dinners I have I have a list of meals that have worked for me, so I'm just sticking and rotating between those, and that all seems to be going well for the moment. So I think that is everything for updates for this week. So I'll go ahead now and show you the bump update at 19 weeks pregnant. So this is the bump update at 19 weeks and 6 days. Still got these trousers that are able to fit me, but I think I'm going to have to try and get some maternity wear soon. But yeah, that's 19 weeks and 6 days. So that is everything for my 19-week pregnancy updates. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next week. Goodbye.